Hi, Days fans. It's Tuesday, August 23rd. We're going to talk about the last two episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to jump right into what I think is the biggest reveal or the biggest storyline, and that's Sami.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the C word has been used.
Mm-hmm.
Lexi actually used the word cancer. And I asked you when we were watching this, if you were Alison Sweeney, how would you want to be written off the show? Now, don't panic out there. We don't know anything, but there is a chance that this is her farewell storyline. And I think if I were Alison Sweeney, I would want to be written off with a really great storyline like dying of cancer. I mean, as an actor, that would be fantastic. I don't want to just be, I take a trip or somewhere. I want to. So, what do you think?
I agree, but just to reiterate, we have no reason to believe Alison Sweeney is leaving the show. It's just if she did want to go pursue Biggest Loser or some of her other projects, this would be the way to go. But I would think, as it stands now, Days is renewed through November of next year, November 2012. And hopefully will be renewed again after that. But I have not heard anything about her going anywhere. But if she did want to go somewhere, this could be the way to go.
She's already looking pale and...
oh, yeah. This will be an awesome storyline for her character. I mean, like when they had that other character from Young and the Restless, what is her real name? Her name is Lily, but her real name is... I don't know what it is. But not only was she playing a cancer storyline, but she was pregnant in real life.
Oh, God.
So it was kind of easier to hide her baby bump because she was not, getting all dolled up and everything. But, I don't know. There'll be some big scenes. People are complaining a lot about Days' storyline right now and how they're just watching until the new writers, or some people aren't watching at all, but I think Days is on fire right now. Like, JV asked me last night, what do I mean by that? And I was listing off storylines left and right that I love. Tamara Braun, holy crap, now I suddenly am loving Taylor.
Yeah, that's
so much more exciting.
Taylor's character has finally got some meat on it, not the actual person, but the character. And her involvement with Quinn is awesome, and now she's like keeping secrets from the cops and working with the bad guys. That's great.
I have a feeling she never actually hooked. I have a feeling she was like their accountant or something. Like, how Stefano was always calling her the little bookkeeper or whatever? I bet she was the one that arranged the girls and where they were going when and all that. But, and then I'm loving the whole Carly rehab thing with Melanie and all that. And I'm loving Brady having 3 girls.
3 girls. Count them. Melanie, Nicole, and Taylor.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Nicole, first of all, Ari Zucker, cheers to you, sweetheart. She's the same age as me. We're 6 months apart. She's had a baby. Like, a human being grew inside of her. Her stomach only
stretched her out like a freaking beach ball. And now she looks like a 17-year-old high school, flat stomach-wise.
I was very impressed with her sporting that bathing suit yesterday.
Yes.
You go, girlfriend.
She is worthy. She pulled that off. No criticisms.
And I love her character. The whole, Brady trying to break up with her and saying they weren't good for each other. And she's like, we're codependent? What does that even mean? And
she's cute and persistent, and Brady loves that stuff.
And she even went so far as to say maybe all these horrible things to Maggie and everything else wouldn't have even happened if we hadn't broken up to begin with. And she is not going to let him go. She saw him borderline hitting on Melanie, and she's like, that girl's a little brat. Why don't you come be with a real woman? That's just awesome. And other storylines that I'm loving, like the whole Chad bonding and not knowing what to do as far as his dad and his new brother, the EJ Chad dynamic. I love that. There's just a lot of good. Oh, and Maggie and Victor.
Something else that's new that was on the show. Hope's going to go undercover as a prostitute. We knew that was coming.
That was awesome. So both lovers must be so happy right now because that was a really cute Bope scene when she's like, okay, you think it's a bad idea. and it's horrible and it's dangerous and all. You're supposed to be looking at me.
Oh, sorry.
And she's just playing with his necklace, and he's like,
no, and then she said...
But I loved how she's touching his necklace, and he's like, get the freaking hell off me. It's probably hope, faith, miracle stuff anyway. And she's like, yeah, I know it's bad and dangerous and all that, but we both know I'm going to do it anyway, so how about we skip past the fight and just dive right into how you're going to help me? And he's like, but that's hilarious. Next time JB and I have a fight, I'm going to just say something like that.
Are you going to go undercover?
I don't know if I'm going to go undercover. Oh, and Bo's line was hilarious, too. Like, oh, great. You're going to pretend to be a prostitute and walk the streets. Why didn't I think of that? That's an awesome idea. No, honey, I know that sometimes when I leave the house, when I'm going out with my girls, I look like I'm an undercover hooker. But it's not for real.
So I don't know if we missed something at the beginning of the show, but where it started for us, Sami had already told Rafe that there was no baby, so I'm a little bit confused whether there was any kind of a build-up.
Yeah, I didn't get it. It said now coming in progress, the news was on or something, but it was at moment 0. I didn't...
Yeah.
That was beyond my comprehension.
So Rafe put the guilt trip on Abe.
Oh, yeah. And then how about Taylor is full on spying for the police. Lying,
making things up about, she called her sister, and her sister
yeah.
asked her to check on whatever her name is.
Mandy.
Yeah.
And then how about when Mandy called out Quinn, and Hope comes in, she's like, did she say anything? No, she hasn't even woken up. Like...
Oh, and Chloe's on to Quinn. She knows.
Yeah.
She knows that somebody put him up to it, and she's going to figure it out. I mean, she's got to think that it's either the Kiriakises or Kate
or Vivian.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's going to be the false alarm. She's going to find out that Quinn's Vivian's son, and she's going to think it was Vivian just trying to toy with her some more.
But what is Vivian's big beef with Chloe?
Well, she ruined her life before, but that was after Carly. She was trying to get after Carly.
Yeah. She was using her, but now she has no agenda with ruining Chloe's life further, so I don't think she's on the suspect list.
I don't know, but Chloe, I don't know what you're going to do. You keep asking to get out of this hooking gig. Oh, how about how the attacker got a hold of Quinn's iPad.
And whose photo did he pull up?
Yeah, he's got his whole stable. If he calls those girls part of his stable again, that is like so... I know he's a pimp, and he's probably not the most forward-thinking man towards women and all that, but still...
What do you want him to say, portfolio, or what's the more appropriate word?
I don't know, but stable just sounds so
like you're a bunch
bad.
of horses.
Who do you want to take out for a ride? I mean, it's just tacky. I'd like to think you could be a pimp with a little more class.
Mm.
And what was he saying about how... He said something about how he offers all this protection and all this other stuff.
But he can't protect her 24/7.
No, but then she said, you're blackmailing women into being prostitutes.
Yeah, really.
Like, he was trying to make it sound like he was some kind of nice guy. But... I don't know.
Kinsey got to Chloe.
Oh, yeah! Kinsey! Oh, my God!
On fire, and they're going to get rid of her. What do? They just... They finally get people out of the... I hate them circle.
Kinsey and Chloe are so cute in their scenes together, and they're both hitting the high road.
Yeah.
But Chloe's going to be on that new show, Dirty Soap. Maybe they'll scoop Kinsey up to be on there, too. I like her.
Yeah, I do, too.
So I'm kind of feeling like, what's the word? I'm jonesing for a Days event.
Oh.
We haven't been to one of those in a while. And there were a whole bunch this summer. We suck. But wouldn't that be fun to go to a Days event soon? Maybe we'll go to Day of Days. Maybe you guys will be there. Maybe we'll get to meet some of you. Alright, what else happened? Shall we wrap it up? What else was good?
I think that's it.
Is this going to be how they keep Sammy and Ray from ever having a baby? Is Sammy going to go under the knife for these cysts, and while they're there, they're going to have to do like a complete hysterectomy or something? And then her and Rafe will never be able to have a baby of their own.
They can still have babies.
Yeah, didn't they do that on one of the soaps? I think I heard that.
Marlena had a baby, for God's sake. Anybody can have a baby.
Marlena is roughly the age of my mother and father. And so, when she last was pregnant, I think I was like, I don't know, my parents were like approaching their 60s, or if not in their 60s. And my father's like, huh?
Yeah, huh?
And my dad's one of those people that sits there and watches a soap and comments on how realistic things are. Like, well, how's that going to happen?
What was... And tell me if you guys saw this too. There was a 10-second clip of EJ sitting down at a laptop.
Oh.
He opens the laptop. There's a camera on him. And all he says, I don't think this is a good idea. Hi, I'm EJ Demera. And I don't think this is a good idea, or something like that. And then it was over. It's like it was in the place of one of those flashbacks.
I think someone answered that question for me, because I didn't get a chance to look at all my emails. And Miss Lindsay, I'm sorry I haven't posted your day ahead of the last 2 days. It's been the first week of school for us. So But someone sent me a question about that, and then there were like 4 more emails from her, so I think she answered it. But I will look that up and let you know. Unless you guys know already, and then post it in the comments.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Okay, the couple that watches Days Together.
Stays together.